Hey everybody, Scott here for the Digital Guitar Playground. It's Wednesday. I said yesterday was Monday. Whew. Where was my head yesterday? Fuck I know. Oh, it was erection day yesterday, and no one got erected. Not yet. Patience. We'll see what happens. Nah, whatever. Today I'm going to continue on just tearing through presets that I need to create for me. And like Thomas Blue created the BluGuitar Amp 1 for himself first and then, put it out there for people. He made it, work for his guitar. I'm making it work for my guitar. I'm going to show you my Amp 1 settings today and also another preset. And today's preset is Song 2 by Blur. It's got two sounds. So it's got two separate presets on the HX Stomp and also two separate sets of settings on the Amp 1 Remote 1. Amp 1 and Remote 1. Really? I am doing this one au naturel today. I've got the windows open with my shade pulled, my little ring light over here, and my, no studio lights. And no studio microphone. I'm just going straight into the camera like I did yesterday, and it sounded pretty darn good. With a lot less hassle and no post-processing. So, the easier I can make this, the better, because let me tell you, I was pretty bummed when the house fell through. Uh-oh. Evil walks among us. Come here, mister. Oh, look what I caught. This guy. He was napping in the closet. Anyway, yeah, since the house fell through in Arizona, I was super excited about having my own room to do all my stuff in and leaving the camera set up, the lights set up, everything set up all the time. So I would just have to turn the camera on and away we go. But no, beat it. Yeah, so every time I shoot a video, I've got to set everything up, then tear everything down. There's a lot of stuff. There's cables everywhere. It's a mess. Anyway, shall we do some blah? Blah. All right, here we are over at the big ass pedal board. Now, I'm just going in, numerical order. The first two presets were She Sells Sanctuary. The next two are Blur, Song 2. It's got two snapshots and two presets on the Amp 1. The first one on the Amp 1 is using the clean channel, the effects loop, and the boost. No reverb, because there's a tiny little bit of room reverb happening over here. I'm going to show you these bits up close in a minute. Now, the second preset goes up to the classic channel. It's classic. It's using the reverb because I'm actually really liking the reverb on the Amp 1. And the effects loop, of course. The effects loop has to be turned on for this to hear what's going on over there. Now let's do a little bit of clever zoomery over here. Whoa! Moving my, what do you call it? My tripod. So let's see the Amp 1's settings. I leave these like this all the time. So the clean volume is set to 7. The gain is set to 10. The master is set to 10. The bass, 2.5. Middle, 5. And treble, 6. The reverb is also on 6. And then this will, whatever we have on, the stage or for recording or whatever I want volume-wise, is going to get changed. So everything else stays the same except for the master volume. Now let's go over here to the... Oh, should I try and do this all in one shot? It's good times, people. Now, that's not bad. Now the what's happening with the first snapshot or the first preset? There's a tiny little bit of gate, and the compressor settings have been set to static settings, so they don't change with any of the pedals on this preset. There's a tiny, tiny bit of pitch shifting. I wanted to widen the sound just a hair, just because I can't, have a completely dry sound. It's just against my nature. The effects loop, of course. The EQ is doing far less than it did yesterday on the clean opener for She Sells Sanctuary. And it is pulling out all the 1K though. And a bunch of top end though. Because what's happening with my pickup selector, I'm getting a single coil sound, but it's also humbucking. And it's a clever wiring that uses one coil from the bridge pickup and one coil from the neck pickup, yet it's still single coil, yet it's still humbucking. It's magic. It's voodoo. I didn't do it. But anyway, I need to reduce some of the ultra highs because it can be a little top endy. Because it's, you know, kind of like a split coil on a Strat, you know, or on a Tele. The room reverb is happening just for the clean bits, and it's going like so. Now the second one, the crunch, is on the classic channel over on the on the amp one. We're using some more, what do you call it, gate. The LA Studio Comp has more gain on it, and actually this is set to go on the pedal, but I'm not going to use it, so I just didn't disable it. There's a kinky boost happening, mainly because I wanted the bright on it. I'm adding a tiny little bit of gain, but I'm getting extra gain from the compressor and the kinky boost on this one, so we're stacking gains here. Same setup and setting on the simple pitch. It's barely there. And then some EQing. So we're removing some bottom end and a little bit of mid-range. I like to scoop some 1K, no matter what I'm doing, just because I like that. I like to remove some of it. Oopsie, I'm not a fan of 1K. What are you gonna do? And then I am pulling down some top end, some ultra highs, just the 8 kilohertz and the 16 kilohertz. Would you like to hear them? Whoa. There you go, another kick-ass tune with 2 separate presets on the HX Stomp and the Amp 1. Not doing anything with the expression pedals on this one because everything is pretty set in stone for this song. There is no room in this one for any sort of improvisation. There's no extended solos. There's no solo period, so there's no need for any kind of boosting of anything. Just, you know, keeping it simple. I'm going to come back tomorrow. I'm just going to keep doing this every day until I have all the presets I need, and then maybe after that with some requests. So drop me a line. What would you like me to do on the HX Stomp with the Amp 1? I'm not talking to you, sir. That's right. Hit the dirt. Hit the dirt. Hit the deck, Rupert. So I will see you tomorrow. And until then, rock on.